where the planet's pulse beats strongest. Hidden deep within the Earth, hot springs emerge, like the breath of a giant in slumber. Yellowstone, the United States' first national park, serves as a wild fortress from the west. Each year, over 4 million visitors arrive to witness its breathtaking natural wonders. In Yellowstone, extraordinary scenes portray where instincts run wild. This video showcases intense struggles, as top predators engage in a stunning dance of survival. Welcome to Wild Yellowstone, ruthless hunters and awe-inspiring nature. Yellowstone's abundant wilderness houses thousands of bison and countless gray wolves. These ancient enemies are caught in their eternal struggle for life and death, reflecting nature's harsh realities. Their predator-prey dynamics are delicate yet profoundly resilient. The demise of one species paves the way for another's rise. Before confronting their rivals, these majestic beings must brave Yellowstone's relentless conditions to survive. Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, the park spreads across over 3,468 square miles in northwest Wyoming, extending into Montana and Idaho. This immense area is larger than Rhode Island and Delaware combined, a marvel sculpted by nature. During winter, Yellowstone transforms into a formidable stronghold, constantly taxing its inhabitants. When November arrives, a blanket of snow signals the beginning of a prolonged fight for survival. Winter temperatures can dip as low as 40 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Yearly snowfall varies from 150 inches in lower valleys to 400 inches in higher elevations like the Absaroka Range. This heavy snow covers roads, meadows, and streams, turning mobility for wildlife into a profound challenge. For many species, finding food becomes an arduous quest, as they seek nourishment beneath thick layers of snow. As winter grips the land, food becomes increasingly scarce. This situation tests wildlife's resilience, demanding remarkable adaptations and survival strategies. Smaller animals adjust more easily. The snowshoe hare adopts a white coat, gaining camouflage amid the snowy landscape. This transformation aids in evading predators like foxes and wolves, but it does little against hunger and harsh storms. Weasels find sanctuary in tree hollows and caves, their wide feet acting as snowshoes, facilitating their hunting efforts. For larger animals, challenges loom larger. The biting cold stretches from November to April, peaking in December and January. Each day becomes a test of endurance for elk, moose, and bison, who confront freezing temperatures and dwindling food resources. The largest herbivore in North America, the moose, becomes trapped in heavy snow, struggling to locate sustenance. In heavy snowfalls, many moose face starvation or exhaust themselves walking through the deep drifts. Winter 1996–1997 was devastating for elk populations in Yellowstone, leading to a mortality rate as high as 50%. Robust bison, with their thick fur, lower their heads to clear snow and reach buried grasses. However, even these giants struggle against winter's might. Mortality rates can hit 20% during heavy snows for bison already facing harsh conditions year-round. Winter feels like an unending night in Yellowstone, a time when only the fittest and wisest may endure. Yet within winter's harsh grasp lie stories of resilience and nature's incredible adaptability. The bison, or bison asterisk, stands as Yellowstone's emblematic wildlife, showcasing nature's fortitude. This national park shelters the largest public bison herd in the United States, which once numbered from 30 to 60 million across North America. At one point, their population dwindled to a mere 23 by 1902. Thanks to conservation efforts, numbers have swelled to about 4,500 to 5,500 by 2023, with Yellowstone serving as one of their last bastions. Bison represent North America's largest land mammals, reaching 6 feet at the shoulder. Adult bulls weigh between 1,000 to 2,200 pounds, while cows are lighter, at around 800 to 1,200 pounds. In Yellowstone's bone-chilling winters, bison rely not only on their size but also on a robust, two-layered coat. This outer layer, composed of long, coarse fur, acts as a windbreak, while the short underfur conserves body warmth. Even when encased in ice and snow, bison stand resolutely against the bitter cold that sends other animals into hiding. Prior to snow's arrival, bison build fat reserves, comprising 10% to 15% of their body weight. This energy reserve assists them as food grows scarce during the long, frigid months. During winter, they reduce movement, striving to find accessible grass and conserving energy like an oil lamp enduring through a long, cold night. Bison are nomadic herbivores that migrate in herds influenced by food availability and environmental factors. In summer, they gather in lush regions like Hayden and Lamar valleys, rich with grass. Come winter, they travel to areas with less snow to ease foraging efforts. One of bison's fascinating adaptations is using their heads to plow through thick snow to uncover food. Despite depths of several feet, bison can push aside snow with their powerful heads and necks to reach grass. However, during winters with excessive snowfall, this skill can still fall short. Bison exhibit unpredictable behavior. They may seem calm, indifferent, or lazy, yet can react suddenly even without clear cause. In breeding season from June to September, older males rejoin the herd, resulting in heightened tensions and conflict as they vie for mating rights. These bulls embody aggression and challenge others for dominance. Early naturalists depicted bison as fierce animals that feared no creature except the likes of grizzly bears or pack-hunting wolves. In severe winters, encounters with predators become inevitable. In the winter of 2023-2024, scientists from the Yellowstone Wildlife Research Institute noted a spike in interactions between wolves and bison as food became limited. But bison are anything but passive. When threatened, they can sprint at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. Their 2-foot horns serve as formidable defenses, with both males and females delivering powerful gory impacts with their combined weight and speed. They can also use their hind legs to fend off predators, often forcing wolves into retreat, especially when a mother protects her calf. The gray wolves of Yellowstone are legendary, recognized scientifically as *Canis lupus. They belong to the Canidae family and rank among the largest in the wolf lineage. Known for maintaining the ecosystem's balance, gray wolves are iconic residents of Yellowstone National Park. Whether you've visited or not, the storied history of North America's gray wolf is undeniable. Their ancestors trekked across the towering mountains and icy plains of Eurasia millions of years ago. Between 300,000 and 500,000 years ago, some gray wolves crossed the Bering Land Bridge into North America amid the icy conditions of the Pleistocene era. Nature equipped the North American gray wolf with superb adaptability, showcasing their prowess in the bitter cold. They develop powerful jaws and sharp teeth to seize large prey, including moose, deer, bison, and even mammoths. As the Ice Age waned, larger creatures disappeared, yet gray wolves thrived. They adjusted their hunting tactics to succeed with modern herbivores, continuing their dominance in the wild. Before Europeans arrived, gray wolves roamed everywhere, from the Arctic to Mexico, and from the Atlantic to the Pacific. Their extraordinary adaptability allowed them to flourish in diverse environments, acting as timeless guardians of the natural world. Yet, as humanity emerged, everything began to shift. By the mid-19th century, hunting and poisonings thrust gray wolves into a struggle for survival against humans. Campaigns aimed at protecting livestock devastated their numbers, leading to their disappearance from Yellowstone by the 1920s. The silence left in place of their howls disrupted the ecosystem. Yet nature finds ways to recover. In 1995 and 1996, a pivotal conservation effort saw 31 gray wolves reintroduced from Canada. This marked a new era for Yellowstone, as wolves returned to their ancestral land, reviving hope for the area's natural ecosystem. Their presence resembled a reset button, restoring balance across the ecosystem. By 2020, an estimated 94 wolves called Yellowstone home, organized into 8 packs. In the greater Yellowstone ecosystem, wolf populations fluctuated between 528 and 803 individuals. Compared to many regions, gray wolves in Yellowstone are remarkably robust animals. They stand between 26 and 32 inches at the shoulder, with adult males weighing from 100 to 130 pounds, while females weigh between 80 and 110 pounds. To withstand Yellowstone's harsh winters, North American gray wolves feature a thick, double-layered coat. The outer layer comprises long, coarse fur that deflects sharpened winds. Beneath it lies a soft and dense undercoat that traps warmth. As winter arrives, their fur thickens, helping them withstand freezing temperatures down to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The colors of a gray wolf's fur vary greatly, spanning from pale gray to deep black. Remarkably, about 45% to 50% of Yellowstone's wolves exhibit the rare black coat. This coloration may derive from ancient interbreeding with domestic dogs across thousands of years. The black fur aids in blending into the forest, assisting in hunting and evading threats. As highly social animals, gray wolves thrive in close-knit packs. Each pack includes 4 to 15 members, led by an alpha pair, akin to a king and queen. The alpha wolves guide their pack during hunts, directing critical decisions about activities and territory protection. A pack's territory can span from 50 to 1,000 square miles, determined by food availability and competition from neighboring packs. When food flourishes, a pack may maintain a tighter territory, while scarce conditions necessitate a wider search for survival. Gray wolves are apex predators, having evolved into some of the most effective hunters in Yellowstone. Their diet largely comprises large ungulates like elk, moose, and bison, alongside smaller prey such as beavers and rodents. Among these, the Majestic moose claims the title of the tallest and largest deer species, differing considerably from other deer. This animal plays a pivotal role in preserving vegetation balance across marshlands and forests. Being an exceptional herbivore, moose consume large quantities of hardwood vegetation, helping regulate overgrowth and fostering biodiversity in Yellowstone's ecosystem. Standing as North America's tallest land animal and second to bison in mass, male moose weigh between 900 and 1,600 pounds, while females average 800 to 1,300 pounds. Their defining feature lies in their colossal antlers, resembling majestic crowns that can stretch up to 6 feet. These antlers symbolize strength and serve as tools in mating battles. The mating season transforms into a display of power where antlers serve dual purposes: weaponry and a testament to dominance. During Yellowstone's frigid winters, moose face trials few species can manage. However, they don an exceptional two-layer coat, shielding them from the cold with its protective qualities. Despite their thick pelts, winter's brutality remains daunting. Heavy snowfall locks away food beneath a vast layer of snow. Moose, with powerful legs akin to resilient pillars, navigate through deep snow, but extreme conditions often force herds to migrate to warmer, lower ground. Each trek amid winter becomes a quest for sustenance against unforgiving elements. Statistics reveal that extreme winters can raise mortality rates to 20%, inadvertently opening doors for predators like gray wolves to re-enter the food chain. With their massive size and imposing antlers, adult moose are usually safe. However, gray wolves, ever patient, still hunt the young or vulnerable. Mule deer are one of the prime targets that gray wolves pursue, leading to thrilling chases across vast distances. When danger arises, moose flee swiftly, leveraging long legs to race through the snow. When cornered, moose stand defiant, their mighty antlers wielded as swords, while powerful kicks become effective defenses. Despite gray wolves' remarkable strategy and strength, their success rate for hunting large prey stands between 14% and 20%. Research into Yellowstone's wolf population indicates they don't hunt carelessly but select prey considering species, age, and sex to mitigate risks. Their remarkable hearing allows them to detect sounds nearly 6 miles away, while their sense of smell, believed to exceed human sensitivity by 100 times, guides them through challenging terrains. Gray wolves can detect hidden animals from 2 miles away, demonstrating their hunting proficiency. Although the gray wolf reigns as an apex predator within Yellowstone's picturesque landscapes, their battles against some of nature's mightiest creatures like bison remain significant. The success rate for wolves targeting bison hovers around 2% to 4%, a testament to the tenacity and intelligence of North America's gray wolves. The hunt commences as wolves encircle and disperse the herd, focusing on isolating the weak, elderly, or young bison before striking. Once the prey stands alone, they launch attacks on the hind legs and tail, diminishing the bison's mobility. Alongside snowy terrain that exacerbates conditions, their success rates can increase to between 10% to 15%. Recent studies indicate that over half of bison calves may not survive their first year due to predation and severe conditions. Possessing exceptional hunting skills, the North American gray wolf embodies not merely a fierce predator but a relentless warrior, defending territory and pack against formidable threats. Among their toughest rivals stands the powerful grizzly bear, a force of nature. When a wolf pack manages to bring down prey, grizzly bears often appear to steal meals. In these moments, wolves rally, leveraging their numbers to defend against the enormous intruders. Nevertheless, grizzly bears succeed in stealing the wolves' hard-earned food roughly one-third of the time. Other wolf packs also spark intense skirmishes, as howls serve as powerful communication tools. These howls resonate for up to 10 miles, asserting territorial dominance and minimizing conflicts. When vocal communication fails, fierce battles may ensue, highlighting the stakes of life in these wild territories. Internal pack dynamics can also erupt in conflict, particularly regarding the alpha position. Research from Yellowstone shows about 30% of pack members die due to internal competition, leading to changes in leadership or expulsion from the group. The arrival of gray wolves in Yellowstone in 1995 heralded not just renewed howls in the night, but also revitalization across the ecosystem. They did not merely re-establish their hunting prowess but became vital natural regulators. Elk populations had once overrun the park, depleting vegetation along waterways and leading to the near extinction of trees like aspens, cottonwoods, and willows. The gray wolf's return initiated a profound trophic cascade. With their hunting abilities, wolf packs reduced the elk population, granting vegetation a chance to re-establish. Young trees flourished along riverbanks while streamsides regained their lush greenery, providing habitats for various bird species and fish. The resurgence of plants also drew beavers back, who constructed dams, creating natural wetlands that fostered breeding grounds for diverse species. The gray wolves essentially restored Yellowstone's ecological balance. In Yellowstone, a powerful symbol of the U.S., the bald eagle soars high as an emblem of strength and freedom. Known scientifically as Haliaeetus leucocephalus ***, this majestic bird holds deep significance in Native American cultures and among local communities. As formidable aerial guardians, bald eagles rise above the landscapes. Their wings stretch wide like sails catching the wind. The bald eagle belongs to the Accipitridae family, alongside hawks and falcons, exhibiting sharp eyesight and formidable talons that make them powerful symbols of nature. Their ancestors diverged from ancient sea eagles around 10 million years ago. During the major migration 1 to 2 million years ago, eagles traversed the land bridge connecting Siberia and Alaska, establishing homes across North America. In Yellowstone, with its rich ecosystem, these eagles thrive on abundant food sources, ranging from salmon to waterfowl. After the Ice Age, as freshwater ecosystems flourished, bald eagles cemented their place at the top of the food chain, becoming iconic symbols of strength within nature. Bald eagles weigh between 6.6 to 14 pounds and measure between 28 to 40 inches in length. Their impressive wingspan, reaching 6 to 7.5 feet, allows them to glide gracefully across the skies. While females are typically larger than males, both exhibit dark brown bodies adorned with striking white heads and tails. This striking contrast is where the name bald eagle originates, referring to their distinctive white feathers. Along Yellowstone's vast rivers and expansive lakes, bald eagles enjoy abundant habitats. Freshwater bodies like Yellowstone Lake and the Yellowstone River provide secure homes and ample food sources. These waters attract numerous fish, waterfowl, and small mammals, vital prey for these skilled hunters. As rulers of the skies, bald eagles hunt from above, gliding gracefully over marshes and waters. Bald eagles are also renowned for their remarkable loyalty, often forming lifelong bonds as pairs. Each year, these eagle pairs return to the same nests, expanding and strengthening them as a testament to their commitment. This bond anchors the growth and stability of the bald eagle population in Yellowstone. In Yellowstone's majestic backdrop, bald eagles have evolved into apex predators, precisely fitted for the river, lakes, and expansive grasslands. With a diet composed primarily of fish, accounting for 70–90% of their daily intake, they soar above as aerial scouts. Their vision, 4 to 5 times sharper than that of humans, empowers them to spot prey from 2 miles away. When the moment feels right, they plunge, reaching speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. This dive mimics a lightning bolt, delivering rapid strikes that leave prey with no chance of escape. Basking in speed and power, bald eagles rank among Yellowstone's most effective fish hunters. While king of the skies, they occasionally confront other predators. Ospreys and great horned owls pose threats in their territories. When intruders trespass, the bald eagle uses its considerable size and strength to defend its family and home. Like a fierce warrior, it swoops down low, employing sharp talons and beaks to drive intruders away. Bald eagles play a vital role in maintaining ecological balance, akin to gray wolves. By preying on fish and waterfowl, they regulate populations, preventing overgrowth that could threaten riverside vegetation. In this way, they safeguard the stability of water and land ecosystems, fostering the growth of trees and forests alike. Their imposing nests become focal points within the treetops, vital resources for nearby plant growth. The remnants of prey and excrement from eagles enrich the soil, supporting nearby trees. Inadvertently, bald eagles cultivate a vibrant ecosystem connected to their presence. Each flap of their wings represents the lordship of the skies while nurturing life throughout Yellowstone. The wild essence of Yellowstone embodies the grizzly bear, or Ursus arctos horribilis *, known as the North American brown bear, emerging as resilient warriors of nature. Across deep green pine forests, sprawling prairies, and towering mountains, the grizzly bears find refuge amid Yellowstone's pine and mixed forests, where every branch signifies a lifeline. Over time, the grizzly has uniquely adapted to thrive in Yellowstone's diverse habitats. Their story initiated 50,000 to 100,000 years ago, as brown bears from Eurasia crossed the Bering Land Bridge during the last ice age. The harsh climate and rugged terrain shaped the grizzly into a resilient giant in the Yellowstone ecosystem. However, this story also includes struggles. By the late 19th century, an influx of Europeans with firearms and deforestation devastated the bear's habitat. By the late 1800s, grizzly numbers in Yellowstone neared extinction, plummeting to around 136. In 1975, thanks to conservationists, the Yellowstone grizzly was listed as endangered. Decades of conservation strategies led to a remarkable population rebound. Amid dense forests and rugged mountains, grizzly bears loom as nature's giants. Standing upright, an adult can reach heights of up to 8 feet, and males weigh between 400 and 790 pounds. Despite being smaller, females weigh between 290 and 400 pounds, demonstrating incredible determination. The largest bears can weigh up to 1,000 pounds after accumulating energy before hibernation. Their formidable appearance, with thick fur that ranges from light brown to black and sometimes glistening silver, prepares them for Yellowstone's winter. This dense coat insulates them from frigid temperatures, effectively serving as natural armor against the wild's elements. Beyond their fur, grizzly bears possess remarkable adaptations to conquer harsh winters in Yellowstone, where freezing weather coincides with food scarcity. As early winter winds sweep through Yellowstone, bears seek shelter by digging into mountains and forming dens. These dens act as safe havens, protecting them from the harsh elements and other animals. During this hibernation, bears depend solely on accumulated fat reserves. An extraordinary trait is that female bears give birth while hibernating. The dens serve as nearly perfect havens for nurturing newborn cubs, who rely on their mother's milk. When spring arrives, grizzlies awaken and renew their territories through powerful signals. They leave large footprints, claw marks on trees, and rub against trunks, asserting their dominance within Yellowstone's wilderness. Grizzly bears become adept survivalists in Yellowstone's unforgiving wilderness. They seize every available prey, from large animals to seasonal crops, making the most of their opportunities during struggle. Equipped with a sense of smell 7 times more acute than a bloodhound, grizzly bears can detect food from 18 miles away. This extraordinary ability enables bears to locate distant feasts and reach them promptly. In the greater Yellowstone ecosystem, elk appear as silent shadows, numerous yet vulnerable. In summer, up to 20,000 elk converge in lush valleys, enjoying bountiful grasslands. However, as winter's blanket of snow descends, they migrate to lower elevations, navigating snowy terrains in search of accessible vegetation. During these journeys, elk calves encounter fearsome foes, including gray wolves and grizzly bears lurking in the ancient forests. Adult male elk can weigh between 700 and 1,100 pounds, growing up to 5 feet tall at the shoulders. Their impressive antlers, reaching 4 feet in length and weighing around 40 pounds, symbolize their power. Each spring, the old antlers shed, making way for new growth that signifies change. By late summer, the antlers reach full size, preparing for the battles over mating rights that lie ahead. Within Yellowstone, elk populations fluctuate between 15,000 and 20,000 individuals, responding to seasonal changes, with migration as a critical instinct. With nature's reawakening, elk graze on fresh grass, wildflowers, and lush shrubs, as though nature lays out a feast. When winter arrives, thick snow cloaks the land, prompting elk to migrate in search of regions where food remains available. With tender grass gone, they resort to consuming branches and bark from trees like willows and birches. Elk serve as prime targets for numerous predators in Yellowstone, including gray wolves, cougars, and grizzly bears, mainly targeting the young and vulnerable. Yet, mule deer are tough to catch. Equipped with sensitive hearing, mule deer detect danger, enabling swift escapes at up to 45 miles per hour. When threatened, they flee, harnessing remarkable jumping abilities, reaching heights of 3 to 5 feet and spanning 15 feet in distance. Even amid winter's hardships, mule deer endure. For the cougar, however, no matter how swift its prey, ambush tactics prevail. With excellent stalking skills, cougars utilize rugged, rocky terrains to track their quarry silently, undetected. Post-slaying, they drag their catch to safe spots, allowing them to relish their meals far from competitors like wolves or bears. The bighorn sheep exemplifies another challenge for cougars. Known as symbols of the Rocky Mountains, these hardy creatures populate Yellowstone, adapting well to rugged mountain environments. Rams can exceed 500 pounds, while ewes reach over 200 pounds. Their formidable horns serve both as symbols of strength and tools in mating battles, where males charge at one another with remarkable force. Bighorn rams engage in breathtaking clashes, their horns weighing up to 30 pounds each, absorbing impacts during fights. Among Yellowstone's towering terrain, bighorn sheep become exceptional climbers, favoring arid rocky habitats as mortality shields. With steel-like legs and hooves, they maintain balance on challenging slopes, allowing them to escape formidable prey like gray wolves and cougars. The mountains serve as their fortress, granting them freedom and survival against natural perils. Their keen vision allows them to observe vast expanses, standing guard against lurking threats. With substantial eyes, they enjoy panoramic views, detecting predators long before danger arrives. Cougars usually pursue bighorn sheep's young or weak members, as they possess the agility to navigate rocky settings. Still, the success rate for cougars hunting bighorn sheep remains around 15% to 25%, lower than when pursuing other prey. Although apex predators, they typically evade confrontations with larger foes, opting for retreat instead. According to a study, cougars often flee from their kills during 20% to 30% of encounters with grizzlies and wolves, preserving energy and avoiding danger. Cougars, however, adapt to Yellowstone's landscapes, exhibiting reddish-brown to gray-brown fur. This coloring helps them blend effortlessly into their surroundings, providing protection from other threats and facilitating stealth. But when necessary, they defend fiercely, wielding sharp claws capable of inflicting significant damage. Their agility allows for swift evasions, while intelligent shelter choices keep cougars secure from predators. Female cougars, especially, display tenacity, with nearly 40% of fights concerning the defense of offspring. Fiercely protective, mothers will face down aggressive threats like grizzly bears or wolves to protect their young. Amid Yellowstone's mountains and valleys, cougars fulfill their roles as unseen regulators of the ecosystem, controlling large herbivore populations to ensure a balanced habitat. In Yellowstone, the life cycles of wildlife symbolize nature's eternal rhythm. After winter's cold grasp, flowers bloom, and wildlife populations surge, creating a nursery of life. The landscape awakens, housing over 67 mammal species, 300 bird species, 16 native fish varieties, 6 reptiles, and 4 amphibians thriving in harmony. Bison herds begin birthing their calves amid vibrant meadows, reflecting resilience and adaptability. By spring 2024, Yellowstone anticipates around 700 bison calves, representing hope for the overall population. Spring, however, initiates a relentless struggle for survival. As bison calves explore their surroundings, wolves begin hunting to nourish their pups. Grizzly bears emerge from hibernation, introducing their cubs to the world brimming with opportunity and challenges. Every aspect of life hovers between survival and demise. This fierce contest is essential for Yellowstone's ecosystem, maintaining life's balance. As Yellowstone strives to uphold ecological integrity, silent threats loom. Climate change warms the Earth, and Yellowstone mirrors this trend. Since 1950, the average temperature has risen by nearly 2 degrees. This subtle change carries significant ramifications, akin to how minor, consistent drops of water can sculpt entire mountains. Warmer temperatures lengthen the growing season while pushing animals into a race for survival. Hibernating species, including grizzly bears, must grapple with shifting cycles. The earlier arrival of spring leads to melting snow and diminishing food sources. Limited autumn nourishment also complicates winter fat accumulation for bears. Changes in precipitation and temperature drastically affect bison and elk's essential grasslands. Early snowmelt can lead prairies to parch by late summer, intensifying the quest for food. Bison and elk's survival hangs in the balance, impacting the entire dependent ecosystem. Birds like bald eagles also confront fresh survival challenges. Changes in breeding cycles disrupt their food chains, creating shortages. Furthermore, the breeding schedules of cutthroat trout, key sources for eagles, are shifting, which endangers entire fish populations. Yellowstone stands atop one of the world's most significant active volcanic systems, bringing inherent geological instability. Regular minor earthquakes occur, resembling the low growls of a slumbering beast. However, stronger quakes can trigger landslides, reshape landscapes, and disrupt ecosystems. Major quakes can devastate the habitats of top predators, prompting prey species to migrate in search of stability. Such events create temporary ecological imbalances, necessitating predators to roam further for sustenance. Should the Yellowstone volcano erupt, consequences could extend globally. Studies indicate that a significant eruption could spew billions of tons of ash into the atmosphere, causing temperatures to drop worldwide. Heavy rain or earthquakes may also prompt dangerous landslides. Forested mountain slopes can collapse suddenly, destroying habitats for many species. Springtime in Yellowstone often brings rapid snowmelt, causing unpredictable floods. Rivers like the Yellowstone and Lamar can surge, overwhelming roads and bridges, drastically altering ecosystems. In June 2022, one of the worst floods in over a century inundated the park, forcing a total shutdown and delivering intense disruptions. As meadows flooded and river paths shifted, gray wolves lost traditional hunting grounds, gravely hindering their search for food. Grizzly bears, particularly during breeding season, struggled to adapt to these sudden changes. Bald eagles also face upheaval brought about by floods, which can decimate salmon populations. When salmon are washed away or unable to spawn due to altered river flows, eagles face food shortages that threaten their survival. Tornadoes are rare in Yellowstone, but when they do occur, destruction can be swift and localized. On July 21, 1987, the strongest tornado struck Yellowstone, reaching F2 strength with winds from 113 to 157 miles per hour. It carved a devastating path through the Teton wilderness, flattening thousands of trees. This destruction altered the forest landscape, making it challenging for species like cougars, reliant on dense cover for hunting and camouflage. But with their agility, they swiftly adapt and locate safer areas to thrive. In the heart of Yellowstone's wilderness, nature retains its pristine beauty, with vast forests decorating the landscape like lush blankets. In 1988, a catastrophic wildfire ravaged nearly 36% of the park's area, engulfing vibrant woodlands in flames. Yet, from the ashes arose a miraculous narrative of renewal, with lodgepole pine seeds germinating in the fire's wake. Now, these resilient trees blanket about 80% of Yellowstone's forested region, showcasing their remarkable regeneration capabilities. Yellowstone features an immense biological treasure trove, with over 1,350 species of vascular plants, many endemic. Species such as the Ute trees and Yellowstone ferns exemplify survival in harsh environments, embodying quiet strength beneath their delicate appearances. While the 1988 wildfire performed an integral role in rejuvenating landscapes, it momentarily impacted predator populations. Wildfires disrupt gray wolves by demolishing wooded areas and diminishing food sources for prey like moose. Research post-wildfire revealed significant moose population declines, forcing wolf packs to migrate in search of food. Human activity considerably affects Yellowstone's ecosystem. Every year, over 4 million visitors traverse the park, straining its delicate environment. Tourism boosts the economy and preserves the park, but human presence gradually undermines the natural balance. Roads and campsites fragment wildlife habitats, confining elk to narrower migration corridors. Research shows infrastructure encroachment has reduced these paths by 25%, altering elk behaviors and increasing conflicts with humans. The grizzly bear, a symbol of wilderness, bears the brunt of human encroachment. From 1980 to 2019, over 60% of grizzly deaths resulted from human-induced conflicts, including vehicle collisions and bears foraging for food in residential areas. Gray wolves also face similar dangers, as numerous fatalities occur due to traffic incidents, profoundly affecting pack dynamics and social structures. Silent predators like cougars encounter threats from illegal hunting beyond park boundaries, compromising their populations and fostering ecological instability. In 1978, the United Nations recognized Yellowstone as a World Natural Heritage Site, celebrating its geological and biological wonders. Amid soaring mountain ranges and cascading waterfalls, the park emerges as a living museum showcasing nature's regenerative cycle. Preserving Yellowstone extends beyond safeguarding landscapes. It ensures these wonders continue nurturing life throughout nature's patterns. Once under significant pressure, Yellowstone's ecosystem has flourished thanks to conservation initiatives. Wildlife is reclaiming its role in the natural food chain, maintaining delicate balances within this pristine wilderness. The reintroduction of gray wolves in 1995 epitomizes this success, marking a hopeful chapter for the ecosystem. It's become a global symbol encouraging restoration efforts for endangered species. Sustainable tourism management shapes a balance between conservation and development. Although the park attracts millions, strict measures help preserve the wilderness. Environmental regulations, designated no-access zones, and vegetation protection strategies shield Yellowstone's ecosystem from damaging human influences. Moreover, studies indicate that Yellowstone's wildlife has adapted to human presence, allowing for minimal disturbances. Balancing visitor limits with core protected areas helps preserve the wilderness and reinforces respect for nature. Yellowstone's recovering ecosystem illustrates that nature can regenerate despite substantial damage when afforded the chance. Every action contributes to restoring Earth's balance. If you've ventured into Yellowstone's wild heart, share your thoughts below. What are your views on the mighty predators that uphold nature's equilibrium? If given the opportunity, where would you explore next in your journey into the wild?